Living on Honedge. Oh wait, I don't remember the rest of that song. What was that? Aerosmith?
I don't know.
Get it? Living
so.
on Honedge.
Yeah.
Help me. What's the name? What's a song that has Edge in it? For the love of God.
Living on the Edge.
Yeah, but
Edge of Tomorrow.
how does that go?
I don't know. It's some like, I don't know, electronic-y song.
How am I gonna sing that?
Edge of Glory.
That's a Lady Gaga song.
Edge of 17.
But you're just using it. Living on Honedge. Big
Is this a remix?
So it was me and Charmander and our new friend Ducklet, and we were in a sound recording booth remixing some classic tunes, and what we came up with wasn't like super good, but it wasn't bad either. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
No, right, because you were off getting lunch for everybody at the Raising Cane's Chicken, aka the best chicken joint in the planet. Ducklet loves it very much. But anyway, so we're in there dropping beats. I'm dropping bars. We're working on our demo album, and like the label's loving it. All the reps from all the big wigs from all the corps, they were falling over themselves. They were like, "Yeah, baby, Bret and the Charmanders is gonna be a runaway success this year." But wouldn't you know it? Do you know what happened? Do you know what I did?
Nope.
I slipped and fell, and when I caught myself, you instinctually throw your hand out, to catch
Of
yourself.
course.
Of course. It's what any sensible person who cares about their face does. So I do that, and of course I hit the delete all button, and I deleted everything. And, it was too much work. We just abandoned all of it, and the Charmander used flamethrower and burned all the execs up and burned down the recording studio, and that's what happened. Hey, everybody, welcome! Welcome to this show! Pokemon After Dark Ride! No holds barred, no nothing podcast where we talk about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love. My name's Bret! With me today, she's my
Hi,
favorite.
I'm Taylor.
Hi. Oh, ooh. Beat me to it. You're like, I'm tired of this. You're just building it up for no reason. It's almost like I'm filling time with my ramblings. It's like if I just constantly reiterate adjectives and verbs before I get to nouns, it easily adds an immense amount of total fortitude. That's word, right? Yeah.
No.
This is a path that I've taken in my life. Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Welcome to Pokemon After Dark Ride. This is your first time on the show, isn't it?
I think so.
It is. So for the listener, Taylor is my best friend, and she is responsible. She's the inspiration. She's my muse. I credit her as the creator of Let's Die, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast. And also during an episode of that, of which she's appeared frequently on, she said we should do a Pokemon podcast. And after stewing it around for a while, the creation of this podcast was born from that, because I was like, we can do a podcast about Pokemon. And here we are today. So Taylor, you are our Arceus. You're our god. You're our creator, our goddess. So we beseech thee, please don't snap thine fingers and make us turn to ash.
I'll try not to today.
Yeah. Thank you, Thanos Taylor. Do you like Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's drop a baseline down. not a line of base, but a line of which the conversation can be based. Like, can you tell me a little bit about your pokey experience? Like, how long you've been playing and stuff like that, or favorites or anything. Give me something.
I think my first like Pokemon games were like the yellow, red, blue back in the day with like Pokemon Color, right? Game Boy Color. I don't know. I
Pokemon
think
Color.
that's what I had.
Like
Game Boy Color. The Pokemon was in color.
Pokemon was
Yeah, it was in color.
No, it wasn't. Not the original.
It wasn't, but
no.
I played it on my Game Boy Color.
The original red and blue in America were.
I don't know. I just said a lot of color words, and then I went for color, and I don't know. But my Game Boy used to be purple.
Game Freak is all about making it about color, and I say nay. Let's make it about shapes and letters and celestial bodies instead. And they did.
But yeah, I played that one and a few more that came out, and I played some games on the Nintendo 64 that were Pokemon based.
You just got a Nintendo Switch too.
Yeah, I did, and my friend Bret got me the Pokemon Shield, I think, to play it. Sword? I don't know. It's one of those still.
I thought you'd like the Sword Wolf.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, so that's the first Pokemon game I've had in a generation or two. So that's cool.
Well,
they definitely upped the graphics and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely very pretty. We'll talk a little bit more about Sword and Shield a little later. For now, let's get into the Pokemon Go news. Again, folks, this is not a Pokemon news site. There's better podcasts that do the news, but we're going to touch on it a little bit. So, Pokemon Go. So, research encounter, it's Woobat. So, turn in your 7 thingies, and it's Woobat. You know what I have to say to that? It's woo.
Nope.
Woo. That's an awful joke. I think you have to walk like a kilometer or a couple kilometers before you can evolve him. But it's another one of those, just like Lapras last month. I'm going to get a couple, and then I'm good. I don't need to worry about, doing the thing every day. I don't need a stamp every single day, so I don't need to worry about that, which is nice. Let's see. Giovanni is going to be wielding Shadow Raikou. Starting, let's see, February 4th, which is the day this comes out, all the way up until the 25th. So, nope, I'm wrong. That's right now. Shadow Raikou's right now. I was looking ahead. February 4th, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is, to February 25th, is Tornadus. Tornadus is going to be the legendary that's in the raids, and they'll do the raid hour with that guy. He's not a happy Pokemon. He's very strange looking, and I've never liked any of the Nuttises at all. Let's see. It's also special. I'm reading this straight from like another site. Special event taking place February 7th to the 10th. Originally discovered in the Sinnoh region, will appear more often in the wild and in raids. Eggs obtained during the event will exclusively hatch Sinnoh Pokemon, including Combi, Bronzor, Budu, Gible, Riolu, Mantike, and Hippopotas, with a chance to encounter Shiny Riolu and Shiny Potas. Speaking of which, I just got a Gible, and I'm very happy about it. He's a cute little shark man, and I love him.
Reminds me of Kibbles and Bits.
That's a good name. If I had 2 of them, one could be Kibble and one could be Bits, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
The 14th through the 17th, pink Pokemon will appear more often in the wild for Valentine's Day. Audino and Aloma. Oh, okay. That one will also be making their Pokemon Go debut, but they're said to be rare. Here's hoping you'll have some good luck on your side.
Mola is my favorite type of fish.
It's a funny fish. We're gonna swing back. We are gonna go full circle. You know what? Let's just do it right now, huh? Any day.
What?
Oh, it's a new segment I'd like to call pronounce that Pokemon. Every time I do this, we are going to get a Pokemon that is very difficult to say, and we're going to say it right. Because if there's one thing about Pokemon, it's that there's a lot of different ways to say their names, a lot of different ways. And when I hear other people say them, it drives me nuts. I'm one of those guys. Taylor, can you say the name of this Pokemon that I was just trying to say that then I failed at? It's Alomomola.
What? Can you spell that again and more slowly?
What? Alomomola. I'm going to say Alomomola as well.
No, that can't be it. There's an extra M, right? There's two M's.
Alomomola.
Alomomola.
I like Alomomola.
Alomomola. I don't know.
Well, I'm hedging my bet on Alomomola. Alomomola. Alomomola.
I'm just gonna call it a bola bola.
Here we go.
The actual fish.
How to pronounce Alomomola?
Alomomola.
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 All right, I quit.
Alomomola.
All right, I got no right to try and pronounce Pokemon that I think is correct because it's been established I was wrong about Rayquaza because it's Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Anyway, they'll be in there. February 15th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. your local time. A special raid day featuring Lickitung. And he has a chance to be shiny. I need that shiny Licky boy. I won't be able to do that one. Let's see, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Oh, yeah, I'm doomed. I'm definitely not going to be able to do it at all, and that makes me very, very sad. I will be out of town. Special Friendship Weekend event. I like to think our friendship is special. From the 21st to the 24th, your friendship levels will increase faster. You'll get 2 times trade candy. Half trade Stardust cost, and the number of gifts will increase from 40, and you'll be able to carry up to 20 gifts at a time. Yay. That is that. What is happening? What was that?
What?
I heard what there's like random music for some reason.
Wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you to Games Radar for that article, Miss Heather Wald, for your succinct overview of those things that I would otherwise not have been able to put together myself. Because we're lazy Sword and Shield. We might as well just treat this as part 3 of Sword and Shield. So spoilers if you haven't played it, but so the end game after you become the champion, my dog is barking.
Woof.
Taylor.
Woof woof.
No. Yeah, Tun was just barking at the neighbors like crazy. Had to stop for a second. But yeah, Sword and Shield. When we last left off, we were champions, and boom, surprise, there's a whole end-game story featuring 2 characters that are nightmare creatures from hell, who I don't remember their names. I just know them as Swordward and Shieldward, because they kind of remind me of Squidward. And their goal is to take over the region, because they're the heirs to, like, I guess the first champion that used the magic sword dog and shield dog.
Oh, those are those rich kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I tell you what, I was very pleased that after catching Eternatus and becoming champion, that there was like a post-game story. It felt like I got more bang for my buck, because usually when you finish becoming champion, that's just kind of the end of the game. It's over. So I was happy about that. I was also I liked that you got a story as champion, kind of like how during your journey, Leon was going on an adventure while you were going on your journey. Now you're going on your adventure as the champion. So you got to get back up with all the gym leaders and go back around the world. It wasn't particularly difficult or challenging anyway. I liked it. The story itself was just ridiculous. Like, it's just silly. But what'd you think of it?
It's not my favorite, but it's really pretty. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing it has going for it. It's really pretty.
It's very pretty. I hope, man, they just had a patch come out not too long ago, and I wish they'd have fixed some of that, those graphical pop-ups in the wild area. That's like my biggest complaint with the game is you'll just be going somewhere and, oh, there's a Gyarados in my face or something. But
That never
yeah,
happened to me.
yeah, it's fine. Well, excuse me. Let's see. Got the battle tower. I've been doing that a little bit. Leon's tough. The first time I went through it, I had to borrow a team to beat him. It was really hard. But after doing some more grinding, not that big of a deal anymore. And then I tried to do some shiny breeding, but I kind of lost interest in that. It's a lot of just doing the same little thing over and over again. I'm not sure how anybody manages to hatch 300 Pokemon or whatever to get a shiny. Like, it just seems maddening. It just numbs my brain. But I got a good Drampa out of it while I tried. Still occasionally getting on to do raids. And that's where we come back into the news, baby. So Lapras and Flapple were up in there in them raidy battles. And I guess they're going to change them again. Right now, it's still, as of this recording, it's still Lapras and Flapple and a couple others that I'm blanking on. But they're getting ready to change to something else, which I don't remember what. Like I said, this isn't a fucking news site, so sue me. Something else new that's coming to those raid thingies, though, is on February 27th, ahead of Pokemon Day. There's a new mythical that's not in the game or been in any of the older games, so it's brand new. It's coming to Sword and Shield. And there will be, let's see. So you'll get a special max raid battle in Sword and Shield, assumingly for the mythical Pokemon, and a new event in Pokemon Go. So there you go. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what it would be. No idea. What would you want to see from the mythical from Sword and Shield?
No idea.
Like, me neither. You got Sword Wolf, you got Shield Wolf, baby Gun Wolf?
Gun Wolf?
Yeah.
Nope. Definitely not.
Excuse me.
Well, I feel like Sword Wolf and Shield Wolf were already a bit of a stretch. Like, wolves don't have hands, so...
Well, they use their teeth.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like it was already a bit of a stretch.
And Shield Wolf is just wearing his shield.
Yeah, I don't know. Got a Catapult Wolf.
Catapult. A Trebuchet Wolf. Ooh, how about a Guillotine Wolf? So the champion, originally, he wanted to divorce his wife, but he couldn't. So he went and caught Guillotine Wolf to... Never mind.
A Trojan horse filled with wolves.
Oh, you know what, though? A Trojan horse Pokemon would be pretty sweet. It would be...
But it's got to be filled with actual Pokemon. The Trojan, like, it's got to be a giant wooden horse, fake looking. Like,
well, Dragapult... Dragapult has little Pokemon that he shoots out of his head. So maybe the Trojan horse Pokemon is a fake wooden horse, but piloting him from the inside are like little like, I don't know, Totoro dust guys in there, like, that you don't actually see. Like, the Pokemon you see, it's like Mimikyu's costume is the one you see. You don't see the Pokemon inside. It's something like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'm into it. And as we know, Pokemon can be, more than one Pokemon. Like Magnemite, you get 3 Magnemite together, you got a Magneton for some reason.
True.
Metagross is like 4 Beldums like stuck together.
Ooh, I like that little Pokemon that kind of looks like a centipede, but it's a bunch of little like round dudes dressed up as like Centurions. Yeah, that guy.
Falinc, I love Falinc. It's very cute. He's very Spartan-y, and
See, like you could have a bunch of those guys inside the Trojan horse, and that would have been real cool.
That's his evolution. They get together and build a Trojan horse and climb inside.
That would be perfect, actually.
Yeah, and then for his like special G-Max move, like they just like come out of its like belly and attack. They attack like a cuckoo bird coming out of the Trojan horse, and then run back inside.
That would be really funny.
So we figured it out. We got to give it a name. What is this thing's name?
I don't know.
Trojanetus? Nah. Trojourner? No, that sounds too much like Stonejourner. Well, it would be some sort of play on Phalanx and Trojan Horse. You know what? This isn't the time or place to come up with Fakemon. Okay, if we think of something later in the show, we'll come back to it. But
sounds good.
Tay-Tay, do you want to spin a random Pokemon?
Sure, I'd love to.
Put your hand on that big wheel right there. And
okay.
Hold on. Don't do it just yet. Please don't do it just yet. Please don't do it. Okay, now go ahead and just put your full body strength into it and spin it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
That's number. You won a random Pokemon, number 679. It is Honedge. So we're keeping up. So this is perfect for talking about Sword and Shield, because he's a Sword and he's a Shield guy when he evolves later. Honedge is from Generation 6, Steel Ghosty Boy. Evolves into Doublade at level 35. He's based off of a medieval sword. He's got a blue gem in the hilt, which is said to be its eye. But also the blue eye is said to actually be its true form. Like the sword isn't the Pokemon. Just the blue eye is the Pokemon that controls the sword around it. So stands to reason you could take the blue eye, pry it out of the sword, and put it in something else, and then that would be the Pokemon. What do you think?
That would be real weird.
Would be real weird.
But it would be kind of cool.
I would do it. Like you could put your blue eye
in a crown.
Yeah, Or let me throw out a good idea. You could put it in your car and have a smart car. To that effect, I guess Rotom's could be the smart car. Well, they're too mischievous. Its sash at the end of its pommel will suck the life from anyone who grabs it by the hilt. So you can't touch it, because it'll suck that life, baby. Said to be born after a person's soul after they were killed by the sword that it resides in. So if you kill someone with a sword, their soul will go into that sword that killed them, and they will become a Honedge, which sounds fucking dark as hell.
But then wouldn't it kill the person who killed them? Because, like,
maybe.
Okay, so you kill someone with a sword, and then their soul goes into the sword, but then it's a Honedge, and then it sucks the soul from the person holding the sword.
Well, maybe that's how they reproduce, like if an infectious disease, or like maybe it's an accident, like it's just a sword up on a wall, and someone slammed the door too hard, and it like just fell and like cleaved them. Like, like I had such a bad day at work. Door slam. Oh, damn it. I'm dead, and now I'm a Honedge. Don't put me in that Pokeball, honey. I'm still your husband. No! So, this is some kind of hell world, because your body. We already know Yamask exists, and he used to be a human person, and literally, like, he's just a soul. A dead soul. And we've turned him into, oh, that's not a soul. That's not just a soul. That's a Pokemon now. And we're doing basically the same thing. Anything that doesn't look like a people is a Pokemon, apparently. So, Honedge, like, sorry, Dad. I know you're a sword person now, but you're also my Pokemon because I caught you in a ball. Do you think they remember who they were?
No.
Because say the person they don't say how long it takes. Like for instance, like maybe it happens like a week after you die. I'm assuming they leave like the sword in your dead body, or I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I want to hire National Geographic to follow around the elusive Honedge and discover film like I want to see that footage. It's like now for the first time we've captured the elusive mating rituals of the wild Honedge, and they're out there just like stabbing hikers.
You know, I actually would really like a new, updated, much cooler version of Pokemon Snap, I think it was called.
It was.
It was on Nintendo 64, and that was probably my favorite Pokemon game. You just got to like go around and take pictures of Pokemon, like while you were on like a roller coaster ride or something, and it was super cool.
I actually played it, not for the first time. I've played it a little bit. Okay, this is how old I am. There's this thing called Blockbuster, and sometimes they had games that you could play in the Blockbuster, and one of them was Pokemon Snap. And every time I was at Blockbuster and they had that game up, I played it a little bit. That's the most I ever got. Never had it at 64. But Andrea, friend of the show, she's been on it. Has a 64, and Pokemon Snap is like her only game, and so I did get to play it for a while, and it was very fun. I would love a new version of that. Just take off the rails, make it open world, and just taking pictures of Pokemon in their natural habitats, and like actually do, but not like the wild area where they're just kind of roaming around mindlessly. I want to see actual ecology. Like I want to see Marinis hunting Corsolas and killing and eating them. I want to see Honedges stabbing like witless trainers and making more Honedges. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be an amazing game. Like I would love it.
That would be really cool. So Honedge, let's see. No, along with words. They're things that I can't say. Honedge has a family. It's a baby sword family. And they're all Steel Ghost, and no other Pokemon has that type combo. And just real quick aside, its shiny resembles a blood-soaked sword, which is fucked up. But Doublade is the second stage. It is two swords, so another classic example of two Pokemon like just hanging out together and people going, "Oh, that must be a new Pokemon." Like, no, it's clearly two Honedges that are just chilling together, not a new Pokemon, but whatever. It looks like two sheaths with swords in them attached to a plaque. The two swords can communicate telepathically, so that further reinforces that they're two different Pokemon. And they use this telepathy to carry out unstoppable and complex attacks. And when they rub themselves together, for whatever reason they would do that for, sounds kind of kinky, they can emit a metallic, unnerving sound to their enemies. It has the highest defense stat of all ghosts, and it is based on a coat of arms. And when you use a Dust Stone on it, it turns into number 681, Aegislash, the Royal Sword Pokemon. It's got two forms, the Blade form and the Shield-A form. It has two cloth-like arms, assumingly, all the better to suck your soul with. A purple eye in its hilt, and it carries a shield. It can detect the innate qualities of leadership, and legend is whoever it regards as a worthy leader is destined to become a king, or just to become king. King of what? Doesn't say. But like little teenager fucking guy on Route like 12 or whatever, is probably going to be a king, I guess. I'm sure. I don't know. Or Leon. No, yeah, Leon has one. If I'm not, he did. So I guess he's going to be a king. These Pokemon have attended and served kings, except for a legend where it drained a king of his life, which caused his kingdom to fall around him. And it can use its spectral power to manipulate people and Pokemon alike, and then had created a kingdom of its own. All right. And it has the highest special defense stat of all ghost Pokemon. So there's a lot to unpack there. My question is, where is the other half of Doublade? Did he like consume? Is it like one Doublade consumes the other Honedge and then uses that energy to become an Aegislash? What's happening here? I'm asking.
No idea.
I'm very confused. What it also just feels like, what can I be like king of like my domain? Like, do I get to choose what we watch on TV or the radio station in the car? Or like king of a nation?
Absolutely.
That seems like a really, I guess it's not a real thing. It's just like, oh, it's like an Arthurian, like, oh, if it senses that your leadership quality, you're a king. Maybe you can have an Aegislash without it respecting your leadership qualities, and therefore you're not going to be a king.
Maybe.
Actually, what it is it's a bunch of like elitist assholes with Aegislashes who are like, no, it's only kings and royalty can have these Pokemon, and we're the best, so yeah. That's got to be it. Well,
Possibly.
What do you think of that? Any remarks to add to today?
Absolutely not.
Fantastic. Well, I think we did it. We're not going to ruin Honedge. Personally, I think he's a cool Pokemon. First sight, it's just one of those Pokemon that are just things, but a Ghost Sword is infinitely way more cooler than Klefki, which is the eternal bane of my existence, which is just a set of fucking keys. Same thing, like, we did an episode on Vanillish. It's just a goddamn ice cream cone.
If they have the keys, they should also make a ghost sock, because you always lose your sock too. Just one sock.
No, they should make Rotom, when he's the washer form, shoot a sock out as one of his attacks.
Yeah, the forever lost sock. It's actually just Rotom's using it as like a missile in an attack. That's what happens.
Even better, someone was doing a puppet show and used a sock as a puppet, and they died while it was on their hand, and their soul transferred into the sock, and now they're a sock Pokemon. Because that's how this works, right?
Absolutely.
Or no, you need to be killed by the item. So if a sword kills you, you become a Honedge. So if someone jams a sock down your throat and you choke to death, you become a wet sock Pokemon. It sounds legit to me.
I think so.
So what if you're killed in a car crash? Would you become a car? There's a lot that makes me worried. And I guess if you're not killed at all, then you become a sad Yamask.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what all Pokemon are, just dead souls that have been reincarnated. Think of all the hikers that got killed by like an avalanche and like a big stone like smashed them to bits, and then they just like after a while their soul reconstituted as a Geodude.
Maybe.
See,
a little dark.
Everyone that burns to death turns into any number of like maybe you turn into a Charmander. Huh? Maybe. Oh God, can you imagine like if you died by like getting like falling to a bunch of gears and becoming a Clink? What a fucking miserable way to die. Just crunched to death in a bunch of toothy gears. We gotta end this show. I'm just rambling at this point. This is the cutting edge of Pokemon podcast, by the way. Honedge joke!
Huh.
Taylor?
Huh. Yeah.
What do you call a Honedge in water?
I don't know. What do you call it? Except it's not a fish.
A ghost sword. More like Excalibur. Anyway, check out our other show, Let's Die. It's better than this one.
Not by much.
Not by much, but it's better. I contend. But hey, I love you, dear listener. Thank you for sticking around with us. Leave a rating and review, all that other shit. But only say nice things because it'll hurt my feelings if you don't. Taylor will beat you up because she's mean.
He's very sensitive.
I am. Yeah, and also go check out Pokemon Crossroads on Twitter, and they have a website, which I believe I'll tell you right now. 1 second. This is riveting. PokemonCrossroads.com. Not anymore. It is not more simpler than that. They are like your hub, your central hub for all things Pokemon, whether it's toys, games, news of all varieties, and yeah, TV show, anime, all that stuff. Podcasts, those as well. Hey, I know one podcast that's on there. You know, it's ours. Ours is on there for some reason. But thank you very much, Pokemon Crossroads. Check that thing out. And you know what? After a while, when you podcast together, Darkrai will come and let you sleep lighter than a feather. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to leave us a rating and a review wherever you listen to podcasts. Let's Die, the His vs. Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, and Pokemon After Darkrai. Check our description for links to all the things, including Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and our TeePublic store at teepublic.com/user/teencyanide. Also, there's a link to our new YouTube that has the back catalog of all of our episodes. That's it. See you later. Bye.